even though they did allow my immediate team to continue working from home for several weeks after I was fired, and I asked to also remain working from home like the rest of my team, and to additionally work from home for a little while longer until I was about to have a baby. I just needed a little bit more time working from home, and all would have been fine. But they said no. They fired me.
Wow. Wow. So, what was that like for you to go from? I'm sure that you must have loved what you were doing. Now
Yes.
you have to choose between doing something that just doesn't feel right in your body, your soul, your spirit, to walking away from something that you loved.
It was one of the most stressful times of my life. That was an ongoing behind the scenes battle that I had with them and their legal team, trying to show them and cite for them all the different laws and the civil rights laws and even the OSHA rules that OSHA themselves, whenever they were wanting to hand down the mandates to the workforce, said that masking and testing should be honored. Religious exemptions for those should be honored. And so, citing all those things and doing my homework, and just being an American trying to exercise their civil rights, that was so stressful. And so my biggest prayer during all of that was for my baby at the time growing in my womb to not be absorbing all of that stress, and for my pregnancy to continue to be okay. That was actually like my biggest concern during all of it, was my pregnancy. Of course I was very concerned for my job and my career that I had spent over a decade working toward, but I was very much concerned for my unborn child at the time. And it's also funny how God puts you on this path, because like I said, I had already started to have my eyes opened a little bit with our first child in early 2020. And then for this to happen later in 2021, we knew that we had to take our healthcare decisions into our own hands. And so we opted for a home birth with our second child. I had a VBAC home birth, and it was the most wonderful experience that we've ever had. We got to take our healthcare choices into our own hands, and it was a beautiful experience. It went so well. There's my midwife and my husband weighing our baby boy, our healthy baby boy. There's us in our own bed, just seconds, really. The baby was born in our bed just seconds after our baby boy was born, and it was just wonderful. I had the most amazing healthcare with a midwife. I didn't have to wear a mask or be berated about that going into medical appointments, prenatal appointments. She would sit down with me for 45 minutes each time we had a prenatal appointment, and was there for us every step of the way right after baby boy was born. And it was just a night and day difference of the healthcare that I received from our first baby in early 2020 to our second child, and who was born in 2022, early 2022. So it's just it's it's not been an easy path. I can't say it's been easy at all. I was able to team up with We the Patriots USA, and we are taking steps to go through the Florida Human Rights Commission to, fight for those civil rights that I was that were taken from me during my time at the PGA Tour. And we've launched Faithful Freedom with Taryn Gregson, our own show that airs Wednesdays and Fridays on both Red Voice Media and We the Patriots USA.org and their Rumble channel. And so now that I've joined forces with people like you, people like Children's Health Defense, and so many of your wonderful doctors and scientists that team up with y'all, and I've been able to talk to them on the show. And God had a different plan for me to team up with the medical freedom, the freedom movement in general, parental rights, health freedom, food freedom, religious freedom, you name it. That's what we're fighting for, me and We the Patriots USA, through this show and through all of the work that We the Patriots USA does to help people to fund their lawsuits and find lawyers and representation for their civil rights lawsuits. So it's just so incredible how God works, and how this new path that he put me on. And like I said, it's not been easy. It's been a lot of volunteer hours to get us to this point, but we are growing, and which means that people are ready to hear the truth and are ready to dig into this. So that's been quite the blessing.